Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome into Great Awakener Ether Realm. I'm going to do a weekly astrological report for January 13th through the 19th, 2025. So let's start off with the Sun in Capricorn is your second house of values, how you value yourself and your earned income sector. There is going to be a full moon in Cancer at 23 degrees on Monday the 13th. The moon rules Cancer, so it just makes it just that much more intense, all right? If you have any planets at 23 degrees, it's going to hit those ones, or within 5 degrees of that, it's going to hit those planets the most, all right? We also have Mars at 26 degrees in retrograde in Cancer as well, which is the ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So that is your fifth house, romance, children, creativity sector, and your Scorpio, which is your 12th house of secrets, subconscious, anything that is kept hidden either by you or from you, okay? And that includes your subconscious, things that you do that you're not quite aware of, and that you're also not aware of why you do them as well, okay? So we have Chiron in Aries, which is going to make a T-square. It is 19 degrees, going to make a T-square with this full moon. So Chiron is the wounded healer. It makes you look at your wounds, basically, and your shadow self, and tries to get you to heal those wounds, whether subconsciously or consciously. That's where it reveals your wounds, and since it's in your fifth house, that's where you're going to be focused on. Which also, Mars rules your fifth house as well. So the Sun rules ego, Moon rules the emotions. Okay. When it's a full moon, that's why full moons are so intense. They pull against each other, and here we are right in the middle of it, right? So it can be a bit of an intense week for you in your values and money sector there. Eighth house, other people's money, sex, death, transformation. Okay. Second house, values, how you value yourself, and earned income. Okay, those are pulling against each other. And then we have a sextile to Uranus, exact at 23 degrees in Taurus, which is your sixth house of your daily routines, your work, your health, anything that you do on a daily basis, your daily habits. All right. Then we have the full moon is also trine to Neptune in Pisces, which is your home sector. Neptune has been in your home sector for 13, 14 years, and it rules Pisces as well. And then we have a whole stellium here in Pisces. Venus and Saturn are about to become conjunct in that sector as well. And we also just had the North Node move into Pisces just on the January 10th and 11th. It's been in Aries since September 2023. And it's going to spend about a year and a half in Pisces. So you're going to be focusing a lot on your home sector in this next year and a half. We also have Jupiter in your seventh house at 15 degrees, square Saturn and Venus also. Gemini is your ruling planet, or excuse me, Jupiter is your ruling planet, and it's making, and it's in Gemini at the moment, which is your 7th house of partnerships. It can be either romance or business partnerships, and also your open enemies as well. A lot of people don't know about that one. So Jupiter is retrograde right now, but it is coming out of retro February 4th. So, and it's been in Gemini since about May. So it's going to go back just a little bit further, and then it's going to start coming back where it's going to, it'll be in there till May, June. Okay. We had Pluto that just moved into Aquarius in November for a permanent stay. It's been going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius for the last 2 years, and now it's there for the next 19 years, and that is your community sector. Community, commerce, communications, short distance travel. So you're going to have a big transformation going on in the next 19 years in that sector. Moving on through the week, the moon is going to go into Leo, which is your 9th house of expansion, higher learning, long distance travel. It's going to immediately oppose Pluto in your 3rd house community sector. Not a huge deal. These are, these signs are sextile and trine to you, so not too big of a deal. And then it's going to go sextile to Jupiter and Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships. A real nice soft aspect there in Jupiter is, even though Jupiter is retrograde, it's still, it's a benefactor planet, so no harm, no foul, right? And then the moon is going to come and square Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, which this is your expansion, higher learning sector, and it's going to be square Uranus in your work, daily habits sector. So for Tuesday and Wednesday at the end there, you might be focusing on expanding your horizons in your work sector. All right, or maybe your health. You might be focused on your health, your daily habits. Okay. Thursday, Friday, moon moves into Virgo, where it trines the Mercury and the Sun. After this intense kind of blowout with the full moon, a couple days later, it's now going to make trines, and it's going to, the energy is going to flow a little better. It's going to let up, all right? It's also going to come in and oppose the Pisces section, which is your home and family section. Your home and family section may have been a little hard on you for the last maybe year and a half because Saturn has been in there. Right now, Venus is about to come into a conjunction with Saturn, and Saturn is the rule of Capricorn, where this axis of the full moon is as well. Okay, but Venus softens anything that it touches. So for a little while there, Saturn won't be so harsh, right? Then you're going to have this opposition to it. Venus will soften any kind of blow, honestly, that you might have in your home family sector. That also rules your home family, but also rules your parents, okay? Especially your mom in your 4th sector, okay? The moon is going to come around then and oppose Neptune and the North Node. Again, North Node is all about your North Star and about the future. South Node is about the past and the things that you want to get rid of, Okay, Virgo is your career sector, 10th house career and reputation. So if there's anything that you're wanting to get rid of, clean up in your career or your reputation, the next year and a half is really going to be a time to do it. But when the moon actually like sits on the node, that's like this is going to start, eclipse season with the nodes. We already had a partial eclipse a couple months back when the sun was in Virgo, but this is going to start when the sun goes into Pisces. Eclipse season is going to start with the north nodes. Okay, and that's when you're really, whenever the moon or any other planet honestly hits these nodes, it activates them pretty well. So with that being said, again, you're going to be looking at just getting rid of anything in your career or reputation sector that just no longer serves you, okay? And kind of cleaning it up a bit. You're also going to have the trine with these guys, and also Taurus, Capricorn and Taurus, which is going to soften this aspect again. The moon then moves into Libra this weekend, immediately trines Pluto and Aquarius. Your community sector, Libra, is your friendship sector. Friendships, dreams, hopes, wishes. So it's going to trine Pluto, the planet of transformation. Okay, and then it's going to come around and trine Jupiter, which is your planet, the planet of expansion. Okay, and these are some real nice aspects for you. Air goes really well with fire. So this weekend should be pretty decent, except that when the moon hits 23 degrees, it's going to kind of activate that full moon axis again. Okay. So I'll explain this like I did with everyone else. Full moons illuminate and close out, and it shows you anything that has been hidden, okay, that should be taken care of. So this has to do with your 8th and your 3rd house. So money, other people's money, death, sex, transformation. I'm just going to go over this again. And then your 3rd house. Excuse me, did I say 3rd house? Your 2nd house. Sorry. Your 2nd house, Capricorn, is your values, the way you value yourself, and also your earned income sector. Okay, so whatever gets illuminated here is gonna, when the moon comes around and squares it, it basically sets off an acceptance of what needs to be changed. Okay, so this should happen probably Sunday, around there. And then, when the moon comes around to oppose and hit that same 23-degree axis, it's time to start finding a solution. And then when it comes around to Aries now and does another square, it's time to start taking action. Okay? So that's what I have for you for this week. I hope that it goes well. If you would like to see what happens next week, if you would like to see another reading, you're more than welcome to subscribe. I also do personal readings with astrology, tarot. I also offer a lot of other healing modalities if you'd like to check out my website. But until then, I hope that you have a very good week, and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you, Sagittarius. Bye.